Shadow, mysterious character who aids those in distress and helps the forces of law and order, is in reality Lamont Cranston, wealthy young man about town. Cranston's friend and companion, the lovely Margot Lane, is the only person who knows to whom the unseen voice belongs. The only one who knows the true identity of that master of other people's minds, the Shadow. Today's story, Appointment with Death.
Number 2214, Warden.
Oh, yes. Come in, Blackie. All right, Joe, you can go.
Yes, sir.
Well, Blackie, how does your new suit fit?
Okay. Better than what I've been wearing.
Here's your railroad fare and the money you've earned since you've been here in prison. Not a bad little sum. Ought to help you over the first bumps. Blackie, you've been in this institution for 5 years. That in itself should prove to you that crime doesn't pay. Now, you've paid your debt to society. The slate's clean. Now, it's up to you to go out, get yourself a job, and live within the law.
I'm free now, Warden, right?
Yes, Blackie, you're no longer a number.
And I can say what I want.
Yes, that's right.
Well, then can that line of gab you handed me. I served my 5 years, yeah. Well, now I'm going out in the world, but I ain't going out to live within the law.
You're a fool if you don't, Blackie.
That's what you say.
I've seen men with your attitude go out of here before, and I've seen them come back. Some of them to sit in the electric chair.
Well, maybe I'll be back to sit in the chair, and maybe not. But I'm going to get the guy that put me in here.
Nobody put you here but yourself.
Can that, Warden. Sounds all right from your side of the fence, but you ain't talking my language. All the years I've been here, night and day, in my cell, in the workshop, in the recreation yard, I thought of one thing. Get the guy that put me in here.
Well, who is this fellow you think you're going to get?
He's a guy they call the Shadow. And I don't just think I'm going to get him, Warden. I know it. I'm going to crush him just as I crushed this $50 with my fist.
By George. Bend almost double.
All right. There's no two ways about it. You guys have got to go along with me. You're the big shots of every racket in this town. This Shadow is as much an enemy of yours as he is of mine. If you don't get him, sooner or later he'll get you. Well, what do you say?
Well, how do you figure you're going to get this Shadow, Blackie?
I'll tell you that later. First, I want to know if you're going along with me.
Sure, we'd do anything to get this guy, but how do we know you can do it?
I spent 5 years figuring that one out. I got it all set up perfect.
Well, can't you give us some idea how you're going to do it?
All right. First, I'm going to get the guy on my trail.
Yeah, how?
I'm going to lay a trail of robbery and murder across the city that'll shake the whole country. I'm going to lead him right to my door. But this time, I'm going to be all set for him.
But you can't see this guy, Blackie.
Yeah, I know. He hypnotizes you, but he's no further away than his voice. He can be gotten. And I figured out just the way to do it.
Well, okay, Blackie. I don't know how you're going to work this out, but we're your friends for life if you do. What do you want us to do?
Nothing more than lay out some dough. I want you to buy me an island.
An island?
What are you talking
about?
about? There's a little patch of land no bigger than half a city block. It sits right in the middle of White Lake, right outside of town. There's a shack on it. That's going to be my hideout. That's where I'm going to lead the Shadow. And that's where I'm going to knock him off.
Well, if you're sure you can do this, I want to be in on the kill.
All right, Frank, I'll need company. You're in.
Okay, Blackie, the island's yours.
Thanks. You're getting a swell bargain. The Shadow for a piece of dirt.
Here you are, sir. 5 gallons, 95 cents.
95 cents? All right. Here you are.
Good night, sir.
All right.
Here, little man. You toddle back to the car and sit with Mother till I lock up the gas station. Oh, you want Daddy to carry you back, huh? Lost your tongue? All right, then. Come on now. Up you go.
Are you about ready to go, John?
Yes, Mary. It won't take me more than a few minutes now. Pretty late to have this little man out.
It's so lonesome down at the house, I thought we'd come out and drive you home.
Oh, that was nice of you, Mary, and I certainly appreciate it. Here now, son. In the car with you. There you are. Oh, what's this? Another customer? Gosh, business is picking up. I'll take care of this one in a hurry, Mary. Be right back. Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Fill her up. Make it snappy.
Yes, sir. Would you cut your motor, please?
Cut my motor? What for?
Well, it's pretty dangerous putting gasoline in a car with a motor running.
All right, never mind the gas. Let's take a walk into that shanty of yours.
Hey, what is this? A stick-up?
Your dope's right, brother. Get going. This gun talks loud.
John?
Pipe down, lady, if you know what's good for you.
Wait a minute, buddy. You've come to the wrong place. I've got exactly $9 in my till. That's my receipts for the whole day, and it's bread and butter for that woman and child in the car over there. And I'm not giving it away.
Never mind the long-winded story. I'm here for business. Now step on it.
Yeah? I'll step on it, all right.
Oh. Tough guy, huh? Now your wife and kid can use that $9 to buy you a funeral wreath.
Special extra, wife and child witness murder. Extra, extra, wanton killer loose in the city. Read all about it.
Hello, Commissioner Weston speaking. Who? Daily Express. No, there are no new developments in that killing yet. Well, give us a chance. We've just gotten started. I know it was a horrible crime, and I'm more anxious than you are to clear it up. Okay, I'll let you know as soon as there's a break. This phone will drive me crazy. It hasn't stopped ringing since that gas station man was murdered. Go ahead, Cardona. Finish your report. What did you find?
Well, I found a man who was driving along just as the killer pulled out of the gas station. He trailed the murder car for a while, but he lost it near White Lake.
Did he get a license number?
No, he couldn't get close enough.
We're certainly up against a tough one this time. The town's up in arms. We gotta crack this case somehow. There goes that phone again. Just a minute, Cardona. Hello? Who's this?
Shadow.
Oh, you. Well, what do you want? I suppose you're calling up about that gas station murder.
Quite right, Commissioner. Are you making any progress?
Very little. The case is worse than a jigsaw puzzle with nearly all the parts missing.
It was a particularly vicious crime, Commissioner, and I want to assist in any way possible to bring about the capture of the murderer.
Yeah, the case has got me. I'm willing to accept help from anybody. Got any dope at all, Shadow?
First, let me ask you if you have any theory.
Simple enough. Robbery was the motive.
Are you sure about that, Commissioner?
Positive. The man resisted and was shot. That's simple enough.
I'm afraid it's not as simple as that, Commissioner. Isn't it strange that the killer passed many a prosperous, large gas station? Yet he picked out this obviously poverty-stricken one?
I haven't got any answer for that, except most crooks are dumb.
No, Commissioner. I feel certain the killer deliberately planned his crime so that it would shock and outrage the community. That's why he picked on that poor gas station man.
Well, that sounds a little bit involved to me. Maybe you're right, but just a minute, Shadow. There's a teletype message coming in. May have some bearing on this case. Let's see what it is, Cardona.
Right, Commissioner. Hey, Commissioner, get this.
What is it, Cardona?
Listen. Mystery gunman robbed and killed restaurant owner at Huster Point near midnight tonight. Crime of the same character and undoubtedly committed by man who killed gas station owner.
Good Lord.
What is it, Commissioner? What's the matter?
Another killing at Huster Point.
I expected something like this.
Shadow, we're dealing with a madman. We've got to get him at once.
You'll excuse me now, Commissioner. There's work to be done, and quickly.
Oh, wait. Tell me what you're going to do.
I don't know exactly. But one thing is certain. I won't rest until the man responsible for these crimes is brought to justice.
Extra, extra, couple robbed on Lonely Road. Mystery gunman terrorizing city. Read all about it.
Extra, extra, home of Judge Bomb. Special extra. Judge's home completely destroyed. Extra special.
Read all about it. Mystery gunman robbed post office. Get your special extra. Mystery gunman robbed post office.
Lamont, this gunman seems to have an insatiable thirst for crime. He's held up over 10 places in the last 24 hours.
He's a shrewd and dangerous man, Margot. It'll not be easy to capture him.
But it seems so utterly hopeless. The chance of even finding out who he is.
Margot, criminals all make mistakes. And This killer has already made one. The one that may trip him.
Have you an idea who he is?
Do you remember the description of the killer that young woman gave us?
You mean the wife of the murdered gas station man?
Yes.
Yes, I remember, but the description made no particular impression on me.
I think I know the man she described.
You do? Who is he?
Do you remember Blackie Carmichael?
Oh, I'll never forget him. He's the one who swore in court that he would get the shadow when he got out of prison.
That's right. Well, Blackie Carmichael is out of prison.
You think he's the man responsible for all these killings?
I'm not certain, Margot. But there's one significant fact. The murders have all been committed since Blackie got out.
This is a very dangerous case, Lamont. Dangerous for you, I mean. Don't forget that Carmichael swore to get the shadow.
Forget? Hardly. I'm well aware of his threat. And I know he's not likely to forget it either. This case will mean the end of Blackie Carmichael or the end of the shadow.
Well, Blackie, did you see anything?
No, Frank, nothing. I don't expect to see the guy I'm after.
You sure got me stumped. I can't figure how you're going to get a guy you can't see.
Well, just wait. You'll be in on it when it happens. You can tell your grandchildren you saw Blackie Carmichael strangle the shadow with his own two hands.
Well, that'd be something to talk about, all right, but... Listen, Blackie, if you want to lead the shadow here to this island, why do you cover up every time you knock somebody off?
Because I don't want the cops to get wise first. I'm making it tough for them.
You may be making it tough for the shadow, too.
No. He's a smart egg. He got me the last time when I was well out to sea on the cleanest getaway a guy ever planned.
And you're throwing out enough bait. He ought to bite soon if he's ever gonna.
Frankie, the biggest fish is a sucker for the right kind of bait.
You sure raised an awful rumpus, all right. 10 stick-ups in 24 hours. Boy, that's knocking him off.
You think that's something? Why, I'm just starting. I'm going to keep pegging them until I wear calluses on my trigger finger.
Drive a little further down the lake shore, Margot. We'll be able to see the island just around this next bend.
What do you expect to find there, Lamont?
I don't know. But I've noticed that in nearly every one of these robberies, the hold-up car was seen in this vicinity. Here we are, Margot. Pull up right here.
All right.
Yeah. Look. There's the island I've been telling you about. Out there in the middle of the lake.
But I understand that island's deserted. Nobody's lived there for years.
I'm not so sure about that, Margot. That's one of the points I must be satisfied about.
You mean you're going out there to investigate?
Yes, Margot. At least, the shadow is.
Well, how are you going to do it?
I'm going to swim out.
Swim? Way out there? Why not see if we can just find a boat or something?
Why, no. That wouldn't do, Margot. The shadow can make himself invisible, but if there's anybody out there, they'd certainly be suspicious if they saw a boat approach, rowed by unseen hands.
Oh, yes, of course.
But I must be going. Don't forget my instructions, Margot.
Yes, I've got them well in mind. I'm to wait here for an hour. If you're not back in that time, it'll be a signal you found somebody or something on the island. In that case, I'm to phone Commissioner Weston and have him surround the island.
Correct, Margot. And what time is it?
Exactly 11:50.
Good. I'll be on my way. But don't forget, Margot, at 12:50, you have a date with the shadow.
This is getting me, I tell you, Blackie. I can't stand it anymore.
Well, go on in the shack and take a sleep.
No, I'm getting off this island.
Who said you was?
I say so. I'm going nuts waiting while you keep staring at that water.
You close that trap of yours or you'll be carried off this island.
Oh, now, Blackie, be reasonable, will you? This is a screwy idea. We can't wait around here for a guy that may never show up. I got things to do.
Listen, you.
Oh!
You're in on this, see?
Oh!
And you're staying into the finish. You get me?
Yeah, for Pete's sake, Blackie, let go. You break my arm.
Are you doing as I say?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't want to hear no more squawking.
You got a grip like nothing human. My arm felt like it was in a steel vise.
Pipe down. Quiet.
Oh, what's up? What's the matter?
Look. Right along where I'm pointing. Where the moon hits the water.
Yeah?
You see anything?
Just a ripple in the water, that's all I see.
Some ripple. It's the one I've been looking for every night since I'm here.
What do you think it is?
It's a man swimming.
You're nuts. I don't see no man. Maybe it's just a fish.
Fish is good. It's the fish I've been putting my bait out for.
What? Say, Blackie, you don't figure that's the shadow, do you?
That's my dope. I'm willing to lay a bet on it.
I get it now. This is the way you've been planning it all the time. That guy can hide himself, but he can't hide the ripple in the water.
That's what I've been figuring for 5 years. I know this shadow can hypnotize you so you can't see him, but he's a body just the same. So I doped out this idea. If I could get him into water, I still wouldn't be able to see him. But I could see where he rippled the water. Then I could grab.
Blackie, that's a smart idea.
And simple. So simple I was scared some other guy would beat me to it.
That ripple is moving this way. What are you going to do now, Blackie?
I'm going out to meet him just as soon as he gets far enough in for me to fetch underwater. Then I'm going to grab him and strangle him with these two hands.
You ought to be a cinch for a guy as strong as you at any time. But now, after he swam that distance, he's ducked.
It's time to go, Frank. Here. Grab my duds. Take it.
Okay, Blackie. You better make it snappy. He's almost out of deep water.
He's paddling in his own grave right now. Here goes. Keep your eye on the water, Frank. And watch the fun.
Okay, Blackie. I'll doze on you. Don't disappoint us.
I got you, Shadow. I can't see you, but I can feel my hands on your throat. Yeah. Let go. Let go of me. No, I won't. I waited too many years to get my hands on you. Who are you? I can't see you, but I know you can see me. So take a good look. Do you recognize me?
Blackie Carmichael.
That's right. Blackie Carmichael, the guy you sent to prison for 5 years.
You just have what you got, Blackie. Good boy. Now let me go.
Sure, I'll let go of you after I strangle the life out of you.
I know. You're joking.
You're finished, Shadow. This is the end of you. Now I'm going to hold your head underwater and drown you.
Let go of me.
That's done. Frank! Frank! I done it! I killed him! I killed the shadow! Oh, confound it. Who can that be at this hour of the night? Hello?
Is this Commissioner Weston?
Yes, who's this?
There's no time for introductions, Commissioner. I've got some information I must give you in a hurry. Let all the men you can spare go out and surround the island in White Lake.
The island in White Lake? Well, that place has been deserted for years. What's out there?
I can't give you details, Commissioner, but I urge you to act at once and use extreme care. There may be great danger.
I can't be going out in the middle of the night on crazy calls like this. You got to give me some definite information.
All right, Commissioner. You want to stop this epidemic of murders and robberies, don't you?
Of course, but what has that island got to do with it?
That you'll find out when you get there.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Hey, Blackie, you'll be the biggest guy in the rackets after this. You done something that every guy in the underworld wanted to do. You killed the shadow.
Cut the gab and let's get going.
All right, I'm all set.
We better bind this shack down. We don't want to leave any fingerprints, any evidence for the cops.
No use taking any chances now.
Get that can of kerosene.
Right, Blackie. Okay, I got it.
All right. Pour it all over the joint.
Boy, wait till the gang hears about this. It'll knock them all for a twister.
Okay, that's enough. Get over here by the door.
Okay.
Now chuck some matches on it and let her go.
Right, Blackie. This'll cover us completely. Well, there she goes.
Come on, scram out of here. This shack will go up like paper.
Boy, look at it burn, huh?
Never mind that. Load the 2 machine guns in the boat.
They're in already.
All right, then, come on.
I thought we'd never get off this island. It's worse than doing a stretch in jail. What are you going to do when you get back to town, Blackie?
I've been getting chicken feed so far. But now I'm going out after the real big dough. I ain't going to be too particular about how I get it.
Okay, here we are. All right, now get a hold of the other end of the boat and we'll slide her into the water.
Okay. There we go.
Hey, Blackie, wait.
What's the matter?
Look. There's a boat out there.
What?
Hey, there's another one.
2 more over there.
We're surrounded, Blackie. Must be the cops. What are we going to do?
Give me a hand with this machine gun.
Ain't you going to make a break for it?
Yeah, after I knock off enough cops and open up a big enough space for us to get through. Set that gun up here. Leave the other one in the boat. We'll need it going across.
We better make a break for it, Blackie. That fire's getting awful
Do
hot.
what I tell you and shut up.
All right, all right.
Yeah, it's the cops, all right. I can see them now in the light from the fire. You got the gun loaded?
Yeah, she's all set.
All right. I'll get a bead on one of them 2 boats right in front. Take the one to your right first. Let's go when I tell you. Then we'll knock off the other one.
All right. They're a perfect target now.
Let them get closer.
Let's go, Blackie. They'll be on top of us in another minute.
You let go when I tell you, not before. All right. Get ready. There, you shot. You knocked the gun over.
I didn't knock it over.
What are you trying to hand me?
Honest, Blackie, I didn't. I tell you,
Who else could have done it?
I don't know.
I could, Blackie. And I did.
What?
Hey, Blackie, who's that? Who's talking?
The Shadow.
Blackie, you hear that? It's the Shadow. I thought you killed that guy.
I did. I'm sure I did.
Oh, no, you didn't, Blackie. I'm very much alive.
You can't be. I held you under. I pumped you down.
I simply played good water polo, Blackie. Taking punishment underwater and holding the breath for sustained periods is a requirement of the game. I let you believe you had an easy victim. You know better now.
Come on, run for it, Blackie. Into the water where you still got a chance.
Right,
Come
come
on.
back here, you yellow rat. Come here and fight it out.
Your little playmate is gone, Blackie. The police have shot him. There's no chance for you to escape.
Yeah, that's what you think. You ain't railroading me that easy.
You better give up, Blackie.
Well, I guess this round's yours, but the game ain't over yet. Put up your hands, Joe. Okay. Take it easy, officer. Tell your man to put away them cap pistols.
What are you doing here?
It's Blackie Carmichael, Commissioner.
Oh, Shadow, you're here too.
This is the man you've been looking for, Commissioner. The killer of the gas station man and the others.
Well, here's a prize package. Nice piece of work, Shadow. Come on, you.
All right. You got me now, but I'll get out again just as I did before. And the next time, Shadow, I'm going to get you. Remember that, I'm going to get you.
Say, Joe,
Yes, Mr. Ward.
get Blackie Carmichael's record card out of the big file.
Yes, sir.
Pedro, Carlin. Yes, here we are, Carmichael. Albert Carmichael, alias Blackie. Here you are, Mr. Warden.
All right, stamp it and put it in the small file.
Yes, sir. There you are, sir.
Just a minute, let me look at it. That's right, Joe. Albert Blackie Carmichael. Discharged by execution.